Do you know that the way you talk to someone can change your outcome sales? Yes, sometimes it can be that simple. Have you ever noticed how the way you talk to someone might influence how they respond? Or better, how someone talks to you influence how you respond? Every one of us bought something from a retail store. A laptop, a TV, or some electronic. Imagine that salesman coming to you bored and not entirely paying attention to your needs. Would you be convinced to buy something even if you really need that thing? Now imagine a cheerful salesman coming in to ask how can he help you? What are your desires and why? I'm telling you, you will spill everything he needs to know so he can recommend you a product you need. That's what I want to talk about today. The way you talk to your potential clients. Like in our example, if you project positive energy, you have a good chance of getting that back. If you project negative energy, you have 100% chance you will get that back. And you don't want that. Not if you want to sell. You get what you give. This is about the power of your energy in sales. Have you ever wondered why some salespeople seem to close deals without effort, while others struggle? If you have a colleague like that, just take your time and study him. If your team is on the field every day, ask management to let you 1 or 2 days with the best salesman. Besides other things, you will notice exactly what I'm going to tell you. It's not about what you say every time. It's also about how you say it. If you bring enthusiasm, a positive attitude, people will respond better. Just listen to these 2 phrases. Hello John, this is Claudio from Company X. Hello John, how are you? This is Claudio from X Company. It's nice to hear you. How's your day? Can I talk to you for 1 minute, please? See the difference? Being positive could be a game changer, and you're just not realizing it. Take a look back and see how many missed deals, missed opportunities you had, and add them all up. They could be 100, 1000 or 10,000 depending on what you do. Now, take a small number, whatever you want. That could be the percentage of the deals you could have won only if you were positive. I'm not saying that this will help you definitely close a business or make a sale. But I can tell you that 100% it will be an extra chance for you. Of course that your product matters. The potential client's interest in your product, price, quality, and so on. But adding another chance for you to close can't hurt. And it doesn't cost you anything, just willpower. Set your mind to do this and your sales will improve, I guarantee. Not only that, but working in sales, you will get some rejections. Even if your product is perfect for the client, even if the price is the best, even if there is no competition, sometimes you will get rejected for no reason at all, or sometimes for good reason. Approaching all opportunities with positive energy will soften your emotional reaction towards a rejection. But you might ask, how do I do that? And how do I do it every day? Well, let me give you some advice to keep your positivity in every encounter. Number 1 is set a positive mental state before each call or face-to-face interaction. Before a call or a meeting, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that this is only a conversation. That's what I tell myself before every call. Nothing can hurt you. Nothing can demoralize you. My goal is to connect and not force a sale. If you are feeling down, take a minute to reset your mood. Listen to your favorite song or take a quick walk. Do something that boosts your energy. Anything that feels comfortable and brings a bit of joy. Do it before. Don't think you're acting, because that's not how it should be. It needs to be part of you, part of your professional side. You need to really understand that this can change your outcome and it needs to be part of you. Number 2, keep things light and engaging. Even if all of us have a process to follow, a structure for guidance in our sale, it's very important to not sound scripted, because people can tell. Learn the instruction by heart and learn how to interact with your client in a natural way, to walk him through your structure of ideas or information you want to tell or information you want to get from the client. Believe me, you can do both, sticking to your structure and not make it feel scripted, if you just practice enough and learn the right questions to apply to your sales process. Because that is my next advice on keeping things light and engaging. Ask questions, be curious, and listen. It will go a long way, believe me. And not least, use humor if it feels natural. A little joke can make the conversation feel more human and ease both sides. All this contributes to your positivity, and if it's done with positivity, you will leave the meeting feeling satisfied, as your client will too. Number 3 is shift your focus from closing or presenting your product to helping. If you focus too much on closing a sale or pushing information about your products or why are you better than the other, will create a pressure for your potential client. Make it natural by trying to help him, by finding out what's important for him and what is he looking for. Focus on the benefit that your product is generating that is helping him and not on what your product information is. Imagine this. Your potential client knows that there are a lot of products out there that can help him. Some better than the others, some cheaper than the others. And you coming in and just presenting yours doesn't give you any advantage. But if you come in and listen to him and focus on what he needs and why that is helping them, he will remember you. He will remember how your product is helping them and not that it's cheap or expensive, high quality or low quality, fast or slow delivery, and so on. He will remember that you focused on solving his problem and not on your product. The last advice I want to give you in this topic is very important. Don't take rejections personally. Even if you followed every step, even if you were positive, salespeople who have over 40 years of experience and is just in their second nature to sell, they will get rejections too. So whoever you are, you will have some rejections. This can be extremely hard if you are at the beginning of your journey, but I cannot emphasize this enough. Don't take rejections personally. It's just another call, just another meeting. Even if you do all things by the book, sometimes it's just the timing, sometimes the budget, or maybe their mood. Sometimes they just don't like your face, and that's okay. It's not about you. There are some things that you can't control. But if you went in positive and did all the things right, you can keep your heads up and continue. And keep in mind, it's a rejection now. It's not the end of the world. Things might come around in the future. One of my bosses had a saying: every one of the people you come in contact in sales has a bag with him. That bag is filled with no's. Everyone's bag is different, and they will give you some no's in your interaction with them. But very important, that bag is limited. There are just some amounts of no's. Someday, they will finish the no's and the yes will come. Next, I want to touch the cold calling subject for a bit. I will not go into detail in this video because I may be doing a separate one in the future. But I want to say that all this applies to cold calling as well. And in the next part, I'm just going to throw in some advice that I have in mind every time that I do cold calling. First one is treat each call as just a conversation. Bring that positivity I taught you until now, but in this case, expect lots of rejection. And it's most important now that you don't take them personal. Because imagine this, you don't know who you call and what they are doing and how's their day. Someone who rejected you on the first call might be your best client in the future. Find out if you are interrupting or not. Ask how they are doing and ask for permission to have 1 2-minute conversation with them. It's important to you to find out if they have a need, if they have a problem, or if they use your kind of product, so you don't waste your time. You know the structure of information that you need better than me. So don't just present what you are doing and how good you are at it on the first call. Find out if there is need for what you can do. Your product can be the best, but if there's no need, you are just wasting your time. Third advice I'm giving here is don't make this a long call unless the potential client approves. If you establish the need and briefly presented your product, don't go into details unless your client agrees to spend more time in the conversation. Or it can come naturally if he starts to ask questions about it, for example. Then just go for it. But if you feel just a slight amount, if you feel that there isn't time, ask to schedule a meeting or a call or a video call to discuss in more detail. That way, he will be prepared for the meeting and you will prepare better as well. My last advice here, if you feel like there is room for it, ask for feedback about the rejections. The "I'm not interested" can be followed by "no problem," but just out of curiosity. Is it the timing, the product, or something else? I always want to improve my approach. That can help you gather information if you are doing something wrong or it's just not the right time by now. And also can help you ease the rejection emotionally because you will be confirmed that it's not your fault, or if it is, you know what to improve. I really hope these advices help you in your day-to-day work. Sales are everywhere, not only in selling a specific product. But in the end, I want to leave you with a few words. Don't let a bad day in sales define you as a person. A bad day in sales happens more than you think. Sometimes whatever you do, things just don't work out. Review your days, the good and the bad ones. You might learn a lot. Bring the best energy possible, and whatever the outcome, you will be satisfied because you did whatever was in your power to do. Stay positive, and I'll see you in the next one.